Today we will be doing the chapter From the Diary of Anne Frank, written by Anne Frank herself. Anne Frank. She was a Jewish girl and she lived in Germany. It was at the time of the Nazi rule, when these Jewish people were caught and they were persecuted, they were sent to concentration camps where they were tortured a lot and they were all killed. It is in one of these concentration camps where this family, Anne Frank's family, were killed. Only her father was the only survivor of that concentration camp. She was a Jewish girl. She was born on 12th June 1929 and she died in 1945, and that was when she was just 15 or 16 years of age. A young girl, And, when we read her diary, it will really be surprising that when she started writing her diary, she was just 13. And so well she has written. The Diary of Anne Frank. It was originally written in Dutch language, which was later published. Her father got it published, and it was translated in various languages. Even movies are made on her this diary entry. All right, and we will just an introduction that the Nazis, they were very against the Jewish people. They were very harsh on them. In the beginning, they were allowed to live, but they used to, they were told to wear a yellow badge, which defined that this person was a Jewish person. And they were not allowed in all the schools. They were not allowed to go out at the time when the other Germans and other people were out. So they were given a particular, time slot when they could go to the market and buy things. There were different schools for them. They were really discriminated a lot. Later on, when Hitler, he, had those strict rules of his, I don't want to go much detail into it, but a little, introduction is required for her, this diary entry. These people, all the Jewish people were taken out from their houses, put into trucks, and then they were sent to concentration camps. There were many who were, killed in those gas chambers where they died out of suffocation. Many people were put in, and then a gas was, put through some, the holes and all, and they were tortured so much that their nails were taken out. This was different type of torture, and then their nails were also stored. Later on, after war, these nails, their hair, and different parts of the body were discovered. So many, they were sent to concentration camps where they were not given any food, and there were so many rats there that people died out of this epidemic. The plague, that spread over there. Even, the mother, sister is Margot and Anne, all of them died. Many people, everybody died who were sent to the concentration camps. Only Otto Frank, that is Anne's father, he survived. He came back, he went to Amsterdam, and when these people were being sent, these Jewish people were being sent, Otto Frank, Anne's father, he had his office, so he made all arrangements. And for 2 years, this family, with father's friend and his family, they lived in hiding at the back part of Otto Frank's office, which nobody knew. That was a hidden place. And this family, these two families, they lived there for 2 years. But when they were discovered, they were all, sent to concentration camps where they all were tortured and they died. Only Otto Frank survived. He came back. He went to that place after war. He came back. He went to the place where they were hiding for 2 years. They lived there for 2 years, and he found this diary written by Anne, and he was shocked to read how well this 13-year-old girl had expressed her feelings, her emotions, her thoughts and her ideas. Everything was put into the diary. He was, it was so strange after her death. Everything had finished when father came to know so much about Anne. He got his daughter's diary published, and we are reading an excerpt from that diary which is there in our course. Alright, so when she starts writing this diary, she got this diary as a birthday gift on her 13th birthday. Okay, and her birthday, as we all know, it is 12 June 1929. She was born, so when she was 13, she received this diary. And she tells, when she writes the diary, that although she had many friends, around 30 friends in school and here and there, in the neighborhood also, but she had none in whom she could confide. She could talk about her daily, day-to-day affairs and everything with her friends. But there are few things which you can only talk to the people you confide in. She had no such friends. There are some introvert people who are not able to talk about everything, about their feelings, about their emotions with everybody. There are people who cannot. And so she decided to talk to the diary. And she says that paper has more patience than people. Paper is quiet. You write, you express your feelings. It will not be harsh on you. The paper will just quietly listen. So she says that paper has more patience than people. And so she plans to write in the diary. And she starts telling, and she says, when she starts writing the diary, she firstly names it as she feels that if she's confiding into the diary is her friend. And a friend should have a name. And so she names her diary as Kitty. Kitty. Alright, and she says, if any day, although it's her personal diary, but if any day someone gets to read her diary, she should at least give an introduction. She just can't start writing about her ideas and feelings. So she gives a short introduction about herself, and she says that that she was born. She gives her date, and she tells about her family. Her father was Otto Frank. Mother's name was Edith Hollander Frank, and sister's name was Margot, and she was Anne, and sister was 3 years elder to her. And they lived with grandmother, father's mother, grandmother, and Anne dearly loved her grandmother. And she says that when she was 4, father had emigrated. What is emigrated? When you shift to a particular place and then you permanently start residing there. So father had emigrated to Holland, and in the beginning he had gone alone, but once he got settled there, he called for his wife first, then the elder daughter was called, and Anne was left with her grandmother for a few years. Alright, and then she also came here with her grandmother on her sister's birthday. It was Margot's birth date when Anne was brought, and so she also tells that her father had married her mother when father was 36 and mother was 25. Okay, and when she tells us that when father immigrated to Holland and mother was also called there, so these two sisters, they were sent to with grandmother to Aachen. Okay, and later on, first Margot was brought to the father, like father had called for Margot, and then on Margot's birthday, even Anne was brought. And as I told, as it is written that first she had joined the nursery Montessori school, and later she was there till 6 years of age, and later she was in the other school where she stayed there till Form 6. Form 6 is class 6. Okay, and her headmistress was her teacher also, Mrs. Cuprous, and she was like in tears, you know, she used to love Anne so much. So when they parted, they both cried a lot. And she says that when they all had shifted and the family had started staying together, in 1941 summer, grandmother fell ill, and in 1942 she died. So that year, Anne's birthday, she was 12, Anne's birthday was not celebrated. And her 13th birthday was celebrated, and when she cut the cake, they put an extra candle for grandmother too, because I told you Anne loved her grandmother a lot. And you know, when she cut the cake, and then she got many gifts, and amongst them was this diary. You know, diary with it was binded with you know, that thick material at the top and the bottom. So you know, she starts writing the diary. She has given her introduction, and as I told you, she started writing her diary on her birthday was on 12th June, the day she received, and she was 13 at that time. She started writing her diary on 20 June, that was a Saturday. And as you all know, you know, we all also do our diary entries. So she starts with a proper format, you know, she writes Saturday and the date and everything, and the time also. And she starts writing by telling about her class. And she says that her class was quaking. Quaking, why? Because that was their result day. And as you all know, result day is a day full of nervousness. Everybody, you know, even the topper person is nervous and feels things, gets, you know, the whole class, you know, shivers. Everybody, even the toppers, they are tensed and anxious about their result. So she says that the whole class was quaking, everybody was nervous, they all were talking about whether they would go to the next form or not, whether they would pass or not. And she mentions her friend GN, and she says, she uses the initials, she says GN and I, this Anne, they both kept laughing at the two boys sitting behind them. One was Jacques and one was the other friend CN, and they both were very nervous about their promotion, whether they would pass or they would fail, and each of the other person encouraging each other and swearing that you will pass and I will not pass and all that, you know. And these children were, and Anne says that she was, you know, she burst into laughter seeing these two children discuss about their results. And you know, Anne goes on to mention that she feels that quarter of her class were dummies and they should not be promoted, they should be left behind. But she says that teachers were the most unpredictable people during the time of result. You know, you never know, sometimes even the dumbest person passes and with very great marks. So even we have experienced this in our lives, you know, the result days, and we, you know, exclaim, oh, this person has scored this much, oh God, he knew so much. So there are a few, you know, who just show unexpected results. And then she goes on to say that she, you know, used to get along very well with all the other teachers except the maths teacher, because she actually did not like maths at all. She had no interest. Later on also, you know, when we read this diary of hers, she learned so many subjects, so many languages. She became proficient in, you know, when they were in hiding, there also she continued her studies. You know, she used to study on her own. Father used to get their study material, all the books and everything was provided by father, and she used to study a lot, read a lot. Even Margot was very, you know, both the sisters, they were very studious. They learned many languages and studied a lot, and they learned about all history and all, you know. And she writes a lot about whatever they used to hear on the radio. At that time, you know, all the news flashes were there on the radio. They did not have TV at that time, and so she talks about everything in that diary. Anyways, coming back here, she says that she did not have any interest in maths, and then she goes on to tell about her maths teacher, Mr. Keesing. You know, Mr. Keesing, Anne was a very talkative girl, and because she was not good in maths, Mr. Keesing was very angry with her because she used to talk a lot in his period. So, you know, one day he gets very angry at Anne, and he assigns an extra homework to her, and he says that she would, you know, along with all the other homework, she would do an extra homework, and that was to write a paragraph on the chatterbox. You know, chatterbox are people who talk a lot. You know, we call them chatterbox. So a box that makes a lot of noise. So she used to talk a lot, and so he says to write a paragraph. So when she goes home, she writes the topic, you know, on one of the papers and slips the paper in the pocket of her bag. At home, when, you know, she has done all the other homeworks, she is reminded, she sees the slip and she is reminded that she had to do this extra homework. And, you know, when she thinks what to write in it, and she feels that she could write a long essay on such a topic, you know, and she goes on to say, and she could reason very well, you know. She also says that, you know, to write such a type of a paragraph when you are given an extra homework is very easy, because, you know, you can write by leaving spaces and all and make it look big. But actually she gets to write, and she writes 3 pages of this topic, and she goes on to reason very clearly that she says that it is a student's trait, T-R-A-I-T, that is a characteristic, that is a quality that students talk a lot. So she reasons herself that I am a student, so I talk a lot. She reasons that. She says students' trait is to talk a lot, and she says that even if I try to control my this nature of mine, I am not able to, because my mother talks a lot too. So I have inherited. She says that she has inherited this quality from her mother, so she cannot change. So she, you know, writes this, and she takes it next day. Mrs. Keesing, he reads this, and he has a good laugh over this. But then again, he notices that she was still found talking, and she did not control her this talkative nature. So again, the next day, he gives her the topic, an incorrigible chatterbox. What is that? Incorrigible, a person who cannot be corrected. Again, she sits to write, and she writes a lot, and, you know, the material, the things that she had in mind about this, you know, gets exhausted. And but anyway, she writes this, and Mr. Keesing, she gives it to Mr. Keesing next day, and again he has a nice laugh at it. But again, you know, once you get an extra homework, that is a sort of punishment. Again, you get to write, and then you do not control yourself. Obviously, the teacher would get angry, and so he tells her to write a story, a paragraph on quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. Now, this was again a task. She had exhausted, she had written everything she could on this topic. Now, what to do? So, you know, she had a classmate, Sane, and Sane offers that she could write for her in the form of verse in a poetic manner, you know, stanzas, like a poem is there. So, you know, she writes, and it, you know, and Anne wants that this time, you know, Mr. Keesing should be taught something. So, you know, they write it in the verse form, and the story that they write is that there is this mother duck and father swan, and they have 3 ducklings, and because these 3 ducklings used to make a lot of noise the whole day, they used to keep quacking, so father swan gets angry and bites them to death. This was written in a verse form and given to Mr. Keesing. Then Mr. Keesing read it, he understood it, he took it in a right manner, he did not get angry at Anne, but, you know, every line he kept reading and commenting. He just loved the creation, and he goes on to read the verse in the class. He gives very good comments, and everybody comes to know about this. So this was the diary entry that she wrote when she started writing the diary, and it is really an interesting excerpt from that, and there are many such excerpts. This is in our syllabus, so we are doing so. Previously we had this novel as a part of the syllabus. It was in that reading skills, so we used to teach that previously. Now, since we are doing language and literature in English, previously we had English communicative as our course. So now we have shifted here and we have the small excerpt, very interesting one. There are more, if you get to read her diary, of the diary of Anne Frank, you will really love the way, you people are also at the this age, adolescent age, when you are teenagers, and what feelings you have, what all you need, how you want people to understand you and your thoughts and your ideas, your feelings, your emotions, everything, Anne has brought out so well in her diary. She has expressed it so well. So get to read it. Read this excerpt of yours that is there in your syllabus, and I have mentioned everything, I think. Just give a reading, see the dates, and if you go through any comment, if you go through any problems, please put it in the comment section, and also do mention whatever you like in my videos. Please do mention. It will really motivate and encourage me. Do take good care of yourself. Goodbye.